welcome to episode 1524 of the Multifamily Collective. I was doing some air drumming there at the start. I wanted to, this evening, talk about tidiness. And so the idea is that when you walk into a multifamily leasing office and you cross the threshold and you look around and you see desks that are full of paper or disheveled in some respect, or you see scattered around the leasing office space just things and stuff, and it's just kind of unorganized, right? It screams, whether you believe it or not, it screams, we don't care. We don't care. Let's take that a step further. You step outside of the leasing office, cross that threshold, you're going out on a tour to look at an apartment. All along that leasing path are these data points that get into people's heads that stitch together in that decision-making process that will yield a lease or not, right? All things considered. So when you're walking down the leasing path and you see weeds in the bed, or you get into a hallway or a breezeway leading up to the door that you're going to walk into to look at an apartment, and you see a fire extinguisher box, and on the top of that box is an inch of dust, or maybe somebody's chewing a piece of gum and they put their gum up there, or maybe they're unwrapping a piece of gum and they put their wrapper up there. All kinds of things catch on top of these fire extinguisher boxes outside of apartment doors, if you're looking at a garden-style suburban apartment community. That screams, we don't care. Dust, spider webs, doors that have marks that people bumped furniture into, all of these things, every single thing. The diffuser, I'm looking up at my lights in my room here, the diffuser that sits over the light bulb is full of bugs. All of those things register as buying decisions for your consumer, every single one of them. And every single consumer has a threshold. So when all of those data points are registering in their mind, at some point, it might be 2 negative data points. It might be 4 negative data points. It might be 6 negative data points. At some point, you reach a threshold where that consumer, they might not even consciously know it, but they feel it. And when they trip over that threshold of 6 or 8 or 10 negative data points along that path that started, frankly, at your digital curb appeal, your website, they just don't engage any further. They thank you for your time, they leave, they never come back. You never hear from them again. It's because each one of those data points has a voice, and it screams we don't care, or it screams we care immensely about every single data point along that decision-making trail or journey or whatever you want to label it. So my encouragement to you is this: get radical. Get radical about every single data point along this journey. Get radical about making it excellent. Don't give your consumer a chance to register a negative data point in their mind that they're going to stitch together with another negative data point and another and another and another, and ultimately walk away from your community without leasing, without even considering leasing there. By the way, all things you can control. Messy desks, dust on top of fire extinguisher boxes, breezeways that have spider webs, diffusers that have bugs in them. You can control all of that. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.